A star is born and ready to shine. Sara Ali Khan has got fantastic reviews for her debut in Kedarnath. It has started off strongly on day one, and day two is looking good. Pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you.
And you're being called as one of the most confident debutants in recent times. What do these accolades mean to you?
Everything. Everything. I think that, when you do what we do, appreciation is always appreciated. And, it's been a hard one. It's been a long journey. It's been a intense journey.
Right.
Kedarnath is very, very dear to me, and I think will always be. So anybody that appreciates my work, I appreciate that thoroughly.
So when you've been reading all these reviews, what is your reaction like? Because the reviews have been extremely positive about you.
I know it's very humbling. It's very, very humbling, and one doesn't know what to think. One doesn't know what to say because I didn't expect this. I'll be honest with you. People say that she's confident, she's real, she looks like her mother. उतना तक I was okay with. उतना तक I expected कि हाँ लोगों को लगेगा अच्छा अमृता जैसी लगती है, अच्छा funny है ये वो है. But the way that I've been received, with the warmth that I've been received, मुझे नहीं लगा था ऐसे होगा.
Alright, there is an underlying story beneath the love story. How important is it for people, the audience, to look at the movie in its entirety and look at the subtext as well?
See, I'll be honest with you. My favorite thing about this film is you take away what you want to take away from it. You can come, even if you are coming just to see spectacular visuals in a mountain, we'll give you that. You come to see an intense love story, we'll give you that. You come to see the graph of this girl that starts from an extremely bubbly girl shouting at a pittu because the pittu's horse has done potty on her chappal, all the way down to crying after losing her mother and her loved one. Whatever it is that you want in Kedarnath, we've tried to give you. So I can't tell you what it is that you should take away, as long as you take away something, because that's why I did Kedarnath. I did Kedarnath so I could take something away from it. And even if there's one viewer that takes away something from it, I feel I win.
Okay, so the movie has certain political undertones. This entire element of love jihad is being spoken about. How do you look at it?
I don't look at it because I don't know enough to look at it. I look at life very differently. For me, religion, ethnicity, race, these are not divisive markers. And in my reading of Kedarnath, and I've read it quite a few times, I don't look at it as a divisive kind of film. I look at it as a kind of film that urges people to come together. I look at it as a kind of film that says कि जब कुछ बहुत बड़ा होता है या कुछ बहुत बुरा होता है, when nature takes its course, ये छोटी-छोटी चीजें मायने नहीं रखता. That's the point we have tried to prove. So I don't know why people have gotten offended, but I understand कि सबका सोचने का नज़रिया होता है, सबकी दृष्टिकोण अलग होती है. So respect to them as well, and that's all.
The movie has had a good first day, and the second day is looking good. How much of a box office person are you?
I don't understand the box office too much. I don't understand numbers too much. But I'm beginning to understand that the higher the number, the more people are coming to watch it. And if what I'm saying is true, which is that you do films somewhere down the line to have an impact on audiences, then the larger amount of people that come and watch it, the larger chances you have to have that impact. So of course, I think that it does matter to me.
Alright, so Mukku is a spunky, verbose and a belligerent character. How much of similarity is there between Mukku and Sara Ali Khan?
I think that on a core level, there is a huge similarity because she's also a go-getter. The main thing I read about Mukku is अगर उसे कुछ चाहिए और उसे शिद्दत से चाहिए तो वो पूरी कोशिश करेगी उसे पाने के लिए और फिर ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता कि क्या है, कौन है, कैसा है. Which is a little like me. If I really want something, without being stubborn, without being arrogant, I will try my best to get it. But apart from that, it's totally different. I think that her dynamic with her family is very different to mine. Area that she lives in is totally different. The thought process of people around her is totally different. I've never had a love story like this in my life. The hardships that she sees are totally different. So I think what makes her relatable is the fact that, she is that pure soul at heart. But I think she's been dealt with and written in a very different kind of world. So there is that element of familiarity amongst a very novel setting, which is interesting for me.
What is the importance for an artist to be inhibitionless? That's what I personally feel that it's very important to just surrender in front of the camera, surrender in front of the vision of the director. This is your first film. How do you look at it?
It is hard. It is hard, but I think that you're right because I think that that's all that it is. Because what you really, I think, need to do is let go of who you are.
जी जी जी.
Because आप सेट पे सारा नहीं हो, आप सेट पे मुक्कू हो. फिर इनहिबिशंस का भी आप ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते हो क्योंकि सारा तो कुछ कर ही नहीं रही है क्योंकि सारा तो है ही नहीं. मुक्कू कर रही है और मुक्कू वही कर रही है जो लिखा गया है. तो उस पर फिर ज़्यादा इनहिबिशंस भी नहीं होते हैं. इफ़ यू कैन जस्ट ट्राई टू डू दैट, विच आई कांट ऑल द टाइम. I'm sounding smarter than I am because I can't execute this.
Most of the people think that you're very smart.
Yeah, I'm trying. As you can see, acting is what I do. But no, it's true. That I think that's what the key is, and that's what I try to do.
This is Aliza from California, USA. I would like to ask Sara Ali Khan, what is her dream role? Like she have been seen something and wanted to do a similar role in future.
I think it would be a dream to play just any queen in a Sanjay Leela Bhansali film.
Apurva from Mumbai, what was the most memorable experience you had on the set with Sushant Singh Rajput?
I think it would be probably one of the days that we were shooting in Chopta. I think the tea stall scene where we're doing the chai, drinking the chai, and I, throw it. And
that's a very nice.
That was a really memorable scene.
All right, Pratik from Delhi, your favorite compliment that you've got after the release?
It looks like she has been gracing the screen for more than 2 years.
Okay, I'm sure there must have been. Brijendra Mishra, Sara's acting is best. She is very cute and beautiful in future. Which type of films will she like to?
She can't answer that. She just wants to do all kinds of films. That's the dream. Like, I can tell you that I want to be convinced about my role, and I want an opportunity to do various different kinds of films.
And you're part of Imtiaz Ali's next?
Am I?
That's what the news is with Kartik Aaryan.
Is that true?
That's the news which is doing the rounds.
Nothing is confirmed yet.
Okay, this is Pankaj from Jharkhand. Which young actor do you want to work with? From Varun Dhawan or Ranveer Kapoor?
I would love to work with Ranveer, but working with Varun is just, it's something I've wanted for a long time.
Sudha from Bangalore, best actors or actress according to you in this generation?
Alia Bhatt.
Alia Bhatt. And in male?
Ranveer Singh.
Hey, I'm Kiran from USA. Just want to wish her good luck. Watch some of her interviews. She's very gorgeous and I love how she interacts with everyone in very beautiful and dignified way. So your interviews have been a huge success.
Thank you.
All right. So were you trained for that? People are saying that maybe she had been given the questions in advance.
Whom?
That's what told me that.
Who'll train me?
All right. But the response has been amazing actually for your interview especially. This is Bhavin Goria from Mumbai. In what ways are Bollywood actresses better than Hollywood actresses? Do you think they're better?
I don't think there's any better or worse. I mean, how do you answer that? You just act here and you try to do your best and you try to be your own person.
This is a very good question. LV Breganka from Goa. Sara Ali Khan said that education is more personal thing. Can you please tell us more about it?
I think that being educated, at least for me, it makes you look at the world in a certain way. And I think that the way you see the world affects the way you see yourself. And the way you see yourself affects the way you are. And that's the most personal thing there is.
Shannon from Mumbai, how was it working with Ranveer Singh?
Outstanding.
Okay.
Amazing.
The promo has received a great response, both the promos.
Yes.
Aankh Mari as well as a theatrical trailer. So happy with that?
Ecstatic. I think we've crossed like some 30 million views with Aankh Mari. So I'm like, it's just amazing. And especially since it released the day before Kedarnath, it was really something else because there's Aankh Mari going on and then there's this going on simultaneously. It's a dream.
Ji. This is Faisal Vindhani from Nanded, India. A thing which you have learned from your dad, Saif Ali Khan.
I've learned so much from my father, but I think to be able to strike a balance and not let any compliment or any criticism go to your head beyond a point.
Tanvi, love your personality. It's infectious and like a breath of fresh air.
Thank you, Tanvi.
What do you love most about yourself?
I actually have an answer to this, which I'm proud of. I don't think that I let things get under my skin beyond a point of time. मुझे जो करना है मैं कर सकती हूँ बिना ज़्यादा सोचे समझे.
Okay, this is Rikin from Mumbai. Is there any movie of Saif Ali Khan that you want to act in as a remake of that film?
A remake? It would be nice to do something like Hum Tum also,
Oh, okay. That should be interesting. The name is May Hai. When will she come to UAE to promote her films from Dubai?
I think that Rohit sir, myself and Ranveer will be coming to UAE very soon. I think.
Abhi from Jamshedpur, any memorable incident from shoot you want to share with us all? I think he's referring to Kedarnath.
So many. I mean, there's no way that I can tell you, but I think that the times that Beyond was shooting in Chopta, I think it was my favorite there, which is the most of the love song. That entire song where Sushant is taking me up and down on the horse. I think all those times are really nice.
Upuli from Sri Lanka, what is your approach in choosing your scripts?
Conviction. You need to be convinced in something or the other, and the conviction can be different. You can be convinced in your role, you can be convinced in your director's vision, you can be convinced in your co-actor's energy. Just be convinced and follow your heart.
Bindu from Hyderabad, when did you do a film with Kartik Aaryan?
You tell me now, I really want to work with Kartik Aaryan.
This is Saket Patel from Kuwait. Can you do the iconic Saif Ali Khan? Wow.
No. Please don't hate me, but no. It's my father, yeah. What do you mean? How can you make me do this?
Ankit Sharma from Ghaziabad. Congratulations, Sara ma'am, for your first film. Watched Kedarnath first day and loved your character. Which actor, according to you, is more cool, Ranveer or Sushant? So I think that's not fair.
That's not fair at all, but thank you so much for the lovely compliment.
Yes, watched it first day. Rakesh from Vizag, any word or phrase that you notice yourself saying a lot? Is there any word or phrase that you say a lot?
It's a bad word. Should I say it?
Please do.
Maa ki aankh.
Thank you so much. Nitin Rathor from Aurangabad, have you already started with giving selfies and autographs? How does it feel?
Yeah, autographs nobody asks for anymore, but selfies a little bit. It feels very overwhelming. At least now Kedarnath is released, so at least I can justify it. But before that, I used to be like, मैंने क्या किया है? आप कैसे जानते हो मुझे? मैंने क्या किया है कि आपको selfie चाहिए? पहले आप बताइए. But now, I think that hopefully if people like my work in Kedarnath, it will be a little more justified.
Okay, Abhi from Jamshedpur, what makes a star apart from their fans? What are fans to a celebrity?
Everything. I think that, you do work because you want to have an impact, and in order to have an impact, there needs to be somebody receiving that impact. So it's very important.
Nitya from Bhuj, Gujarat, please tell her that I love her and all luck, love and blessings to her on her shining career ahead. Gonna see Kedarnath soon.
Please watch it. What do you mean it's released? Come on, watch it. Thank you.
Okay, this is Cinebap. I don't know from where. Which food you like the most? Sardar?
I'm not talking about food.
Sardar Pav Bhaji or Hyderabadi Biryani? I think he's different.
It depends. If it's a Thursday and I'm a vegetarian, then I think it would be Sardar Pav Bhaji. But Hyderabad की बिरयानी से कोई compete नहीं कर सकता. मिर्ची के सालन के साथ याद है?
It's an epic actually. Upuli from Sri Lanka, what did your mom say after watching you in the movie?
See, I'll tell you that she loved the film and she loved me in the film. But I think the more interesting question is how she felt after reading the reviews, and she feels very grateful and very humbled because she realizes that दर्शकों को पसंद आना important है, mom को तो अच्छा ही लगेगा बेटी उनकी.
जी. Charan from Hyderabad, hi Sara, which actor do you want to work in your next? If given an opportunity, will you work with South Indian actors? If yes, who's your favorite?
I would work with anybody. I mean, for me, I think script is king, and of course, there's ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Beza from Turkey, when was the last time you did something for the first time?
Yesterday, a film. Released for the first time.
Okay, Vinesha from Mauritius, please ask her if she ever gets a chance to play a legendary actress biopic. Who would she love to play and why?
One would love to play Sri Devi, but one can't, so she's too amazing. वो कोई नहीं कर सकता.
Alright, this is Rahul from Glasgow. Who was more motivational for you when you told your parents that you wanted to go in Bollywood?
They both were. They were both very encouraging.
This is Samir Verma from Badayun, UP. Hello Sara, you are looking fab and very confident on screen. My question, what's your strategy for choosing films? Do you take advice from parents after being offered? What kind of roles do you like the most? And good
Conviction.
Conviction.
You have to believe. Especially if you're new and you have no experience. I mean, अगर आप believe नहीं करोगे, कोई believe नहीं करेगा. वो बहुत important होता है मेरे हिसाब से.
Great.